I feel important because I'm holding a mic, and I feel like when you're holding a mic, people like have to listen to you. And that's good because I need people to listen to me right the heck now. Literally nobody asked for this. Literally nobody wants this. But I have so many thoughts and feelings and emotions right now. And I need you to have them too. Okay? So sit down and listen to me. To me. I am not ashamed by how much Dance Moms content I consume on a daily basis. I am a proud member of the Back to the Bar podcast Patreon. I am subscribed to multiple Dance Moms like content channels. I have watched deep dives. I have watched edits. I have watched fun fact videos. I have also watched the show in its entirety multiple times all the way through. I freaking love Dance Moms, okay? I know that I'm not alone in this, but I find Dance Moms, it's like one of my comfort shows. Like, oh, you want to throw something on? You throw on The Office. You're throwing on Parks and Rec. You're throwing on 30 Rock. Who watches 30 Rock? Okay. You're throwing on Dance Moms, dude. Come on. We're throwing on Dance Moms. You want something just fun? While I'm working, dude, throw an episode of Dance Moms. While I'm falling asleep, episode of Dance Moms. My boyfriend hates it. I, for months, watched Dance Moms to fall asleep. And he's like, can we please watch something else? Like, I don't need to listen to Abby Lee Miller screaming at children any longer. We're done. We're done with this. And the notion that I am literally finding comfort in the abuse. This is so awful. The notion that I find comfort in the literal like suffering of these grown women and worse off, these children, it's embarrassing. And I know I'm not alone. Other people feel this way. I know they do. Okay. I know you people are out there. You people are out there that are falling asleep to Dance Moms just like me. And you're like, yes. Okay. I know you exist. I wanted to be a competition dancer when I was a child. My mom shut that shit down. She said, no, absolutely not. And thank you, mother. Thank you for that, because I don't think I would have thrived in that environment. I think I would have been a Kendall. I think I would have cried. I think my stomach would have hurt.
What's wrong?
My stomach hurts.
Why are you always crying?
But I wanted to live vicariously through these children. And I did. Now I've grown up. And do I still watch Dance Moms all the time? Yes, I do. But I see it in a different light now. And I have learned so much. The amount of physical and emotional distress that these people were under, not only at the hands of our Lord and Savior Abby Lee Miller, but at the hands of these goddamn producers. It is mind-boggling. It's horrible. It's terrible. I'm sorry that I've watched so much Dance Moms. I'm sorry. When I was younger, I used to side with Abby more because the show really does paint Abby in this light of like she's the good guy and the moms are annoying her, and like she has the kid's best interest at heart. Like she knows what she's talking about. Like these moms are moms. Go make a sandwich, fold some damn laundry, and let Abby Lee Miller do her job. But the show did that. The show made us think that. She would say stuff on camera knowing that the moms could not like refute it because they were on camera and they weren't allowed to talk about the show when they were on camera. And so like she would just make them look like dumbasses. And they couldn't fight back. I could do a whole video just on Dance Moms, like as a show. Maybe I will, because I'm passionate, all right? And I know no one cares. I know that everyone is like, Catherine, shh, enough of this. Like, we don't need to listen to you talk about Dance Moms for an hour and like rant about it and be crazy.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
But like, I need to do it somewhere because Ben doesn't care. Ben does not listen to these fits of passion here, and someone needs to listen to this. Okay, so anyway, we need to move on. We need to talk about the task at hand.
My world is with my girls, living
was so hyped for this shit, okay? I waited years for this. This was like the pinnacle, and it was coming out the day before my birthday, and I was like, okay, Lifetime literally wrapped this up, sealed it with a freaking kiss just for me to help me feel better about turning 26. It was like, you're sad, Catherine? Have a Dance Moms reunion. And I was like, thank you, Lifetime. And then I watched it, and it was a horribly uncomfortable, difficult to watch mess. It was a mess. It was a fucking mess.
And do you see the smiles? Everyone's happy.
Baby, let's just dance, dance. Let's just dance, baby. I just wanna dance, 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 dance. Can you feel it? Can you take it? Can you come and brace it? All of this electricity.
She's gonna go, she's gonna do the solo, it's gonna be good, and we're all gonna have fun.
I want to say up front, and I have to say this before bitches start jumping down my throat. I don't know these people. I don't know them personally, and we like to think that we do because we have watched them on TV and Instagram and TikTok for years, and we watch so much of them and we feel like we know them, but we don't. We do not know these people. We don't know how they're actually feeling. We don't know the whole story. We don't know the situation. We only know what's presented to us at the hands of the Lifetime producers. And everything that I'm saying here is speculation based on how watching this made me feel. But I don't know these people. I don't know them in real life. I don't know them personally. This is all speculation, okay? This is all allegedly. Alleged. A big alleged in front of this, okay? Please don't come for me, okay? Thank you. I know everyone and their mother has already talked about this, okay? So, I don't care though. I'm going to talk about it too, okay? Because I have thoughts and feelings. Maddie, Nia, Mackenzie, Holly, Melissa, missing from the reunion. They're gone. They're not there. They didn't show up. And right off the bat, they're like, let's talk about it. Let's address this. Because obviously people are pissed. People are worked the heck up. They're like, where the fuck is Maddie? Everyone wanted to see Maddie and Chloe hash that shit out. They're like, hash it out, girlies. Hash out the drama. So they hit us first uncomfortable moment of the whole thing is this terrible conversation where they like address this.
Everyone's saying Nia, Maddie, Mackenzie, question mark? Just enjoy the faces that you're looking at.
I think we should put something like everyone was invited, but these six came.
And for sure. Enjoy the six that decided to do this.
As I just said, grateful for this day, for everyone wondering about the few people missing. Everyone was invited today, but only some wanted to be here.
That's factual.
Sweet with a little bit of sass.
So, everyone was invited, but only these people wanted to show up. Fine. You can see in this clip Chloe, Brooke, Paige sitting on the couch on their phones, literally like not engaging. They're like, I want no part of this. I don't want to speak on this. This is not appropriate. They call out onto the stage thing the 4 OG girls who did show up and Kendall. Anyway, they call out Chloe, Kendall, Brooke, Paige. 4 OGs. Go out on stage. Speak your truth. They literally sit down. These girls do not even get a chance to breathe and like soak in their surroundings. And the producer's like, so everyone was at Maddie's last night for a birthday party? Huh? Who wasn't invited? Was everyone invited? Who'd you leave out? Why'd you do that? Why are you leaving people out? Huh?
Last night, we have, off camera, a big reunion at Maddie's house.
It was a surprise party for my birthday, so.
Yeah.
And all of these girls, instant faces, they're like, fuck. Like, why did I come to this? Maddie had the right idea. Like, I should have stayed my ass home.
There's any other ulterior motives of having you guys all over there the night before a reunion where they're not going to be here to speak or to defend themselves? Was everyone here at Maddie's party last night?
Here? Yes.
Everyone in this building.
No. Just us.
You can tell as they address this that Chloe, Paige, and Brooke, who are these people? Chloe, Brooke, and Paige do not want to talk about this. Like, they do not. They are like barely engaging. Like, if they could say less words, they would not be speaking. And Kendall is just ripping into them.
Here's the thing, they're not here, so why are they still trying to make headlines with it? Don't talk about Dance Moms if you don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
Why are you talking about it if you don't want to be a part of it? That's what I'm like, why? Don't.
So we find out that they had this birthday party at Maddie's house the night before the reunion. All the OG girls and Kendall were invited. Kalani, JoJo, not invited. Didn't get the invite to the B-Day. Awkward, yes, sure. Why are we talking about this? This was not part of the reunion. This was their own personal time. This was their own personal choice. It's Maddie's house. She can invite who she damn well pleases, okay? Why are we speaking about this? What does this have to do with literally anything? They fixate for 5 minutes on how Melissa orchestrated this whole thing so that no one would talk about Maddie and Melissa Mackenzie today at the reunion. And I don't know. Sure, maybe she did that. Maybe she didn't. We don't know. If she did, though, kind of a smart play, okay? Because otherwise, this whole reunion would have been the rip into Maddie show, and she's not there to defend herself. So they would have just been shitting on this poor girl while she sits at home unable to defend herself. And the moms are sitting out there ripping on Melissa. She's not there to defend herself. Why are we talking about people that aren't there? They don't have a chance to stand up for themselves. They don't have a chance to tell their side of the story. Stop talking about them, okay? Enough. Here I am talking about them for 7 minutes, but you get it, okay? You understand. You get it. I don't blame the 3 girls that didn't show up for not showing up. I don't blame them for not wanting to be there. All of them have said that Dance Moms was a traumatic experience for them in some semblance of the word. The producers wanted Maddie there. Like, it would have turned into like, Maddie, you like apologize to all these girls for everything you did to them and say you were the favorite and tell us what we want to hear. Maybe she didn't want to do that, okay? And obviously, she doesn't need to apologize. There's no bad blood between these girls. They hung out the night before a freaking birthday party, okay? They're fine. Let them live their lives. I'm getting worked up, bro. I'm worked up about this. Maddie and Mackenzie and Nia probably didn't want to sit there and watch clips and videos of this woman who like verbally abused them for X amount of years, screaming at their mothers and them in clips from 10 years ago. Like, they didn't want to see that. They didn't want to watch that. They don't want to relive that. That's fine. They're allowed to not want to do that. And also, these girls are allowed to show up. Maybe this was part of a healing thing for them. And I say maybe, and they literally said that. They literally said, like, this is how I'm helping to process this. Great. But that may not be how everyone wants to process it. So leave these people alone, okay? I'm literally like out of breath. This is like a workout, dude. Dance Moms gets me heated. This whole reunion was just riddled with horrifyingly uncomfortable moments. They're like forcing these girls to watch clips from the show, obviously. And it's just uncomfortable. But they all did so good. The fact that these girls are like so well adjusted and so like normal art is shocking. It's absolutely flooring to me. Good job, ladies. Let's hear it for the ladies. Let's hear it for the ladies in chat, okay? Well, not all ladies in chat, just the Dance Moms girls, okay? Something about me saying the Dance Moms girls just brought me back to that clip of Colleen Ballinger being like, if I was Santa, I would want the Dance Moms girls to sit on my lap because they're so cute and I love them.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I was like hoping this reunion would be like digging into behind the scenes stuff and like never before seen footage and like talk about like the stuff that we didn't get to see and the emotions that we didn't get to feel through the camera and be like, oh, like even if you talk about the fights, like what were the girls feeling during that fight? Like where were they? Like what did they know? Like, and I feel like they just wanted to rehash shit we've already seen. The producers seemed intent on just making everyone cry and everyone upset. And I'm not surprised. It's Lifetime, people, okay? When Kelly came out and cried with her daughters about her like iconic crazy fight when they like left the show, they're like hugging. It was like such a private intimate family moment. And I'm like, why is this on TV? Like, this should have been handled privately.
I have for the past 10 years been guilty every single day of my life. Why? I think we all... we wanted to. Like, I hear your TikTok, Brooke, about you saying it was your last time dancing. And if you would have known it would have been your last time dancing, you would have done it different. But it was my fault that you never danced again.
I could dance tomorrow if I wanted, Mom.
So they say in the show, they all say, we've never talked about it. Kelly's like, I've never even talked about this like situation with my daughters and stuff. I'm like, then why are we doing it for the first time on TV?
We never really talked about it, no. It was just kind of like, it just happened and it was easier just not to talk about it.
Yeah.
This should have been handled privately in their home where they could hug and they could share their feelings. No one needed to see this. And it was just uncomfortable, and it made me sad for them because they're here trying to like overcome this like core childhood memory on TV, people. On TV, that's awful, terrible, bad Lifetime. Sit down, Lifetime. When they played the clip of Kelly's fight with Abby, the moment after, Brooke's reaction literally ripped my heart to shreds. I was like, she looked like a little 11-year-old girl. Like, it literally like tore my heart apart. I was like, oh my God, this is awful. This is literally terrible.
Say that my daughter looks miserable, so maybe we should put Kalani in her place.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you most certainly
No,
did.
I didn't, dingbat. Listen, I said, Brooke, is your mother
Get
speaking
your
for you?
finger
Do you
out
want to
of
be
my face. Girls, out the room.
Yeah, you wouldn't
out the
even
room.
get
From me. Out the room. Get away from me.
Out the room! Girls, out of the room! Right now!
Turn around. Turn around.
You are nuts!
All of you.
No,
Out
you're
of the room.
Now! Out of the room! All are crazy.
Out of you. No, I'm not crazy. You're eating my face.
Forgot how intense that was.
I've seen that clip a million times, and it's always just on social media and like
It's easier to cope with when you just laugh
when you
about
laugh
it.
it off. But
Yeah.
like trying to be serious, it's like
Yeah. You see, this is how you can tell it really affected her, because she doesn't cry and she's gonna cry again. Oh, Brooke. Don't cry.
Then we had a horrible moment where Brian Stinson brings up the fact that Christy, Chloe's mom, was like uncomfortable and like had a hard time when Chloe first came to her and told her that she was dating a girl.
When you were talking with me about having a girlfriend, I asked you if everyone was okay with it, you know? And you said, yeah, everyone's great. And then your mom told me that she had a difficult time with it. And that's something that you didn't tell me. Said she struggled with it. And it was a little bit of a rough time.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Brian Stinson is gay and should, of all people, understand this and like get that like coming out to your family and stuff is like a really personal thing and like should be dealt with internally with your family. Like this is not, he should get that. He should get that this is inappropriate. And cherry on top, yet again, Christy isn't there. Christy is not there to defend herself and tell her side of the story and like explain herself. So Chloe is just like uncomfortably crying. Literally, Kelly is like sitting in the offstage room, literally like this, like Christy does not want me to talk about, like I'm not talking about this. Christy doesn't want me to talk about this.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. Christy, she don't want me. I'm not going to talk about that.
Yet again, we have unnecessary discomfort just for the sake of discomfort, just for the sake of making people uncomfortable, myself included. This is not only uncomfortable for Christy, Chloe, Kelly, and everybody there. It's uncomfortable for everyone watching. We don't need to see this. This is awkward. This is awkward and horrifying. Why did we do this to this poor 22, I don't know how old she is, girl, about her personal relationships with her family, her girlfriend, Kelly, whoever? This is just bullshit. This is nothing to do with Dance Moms. Stop talking about this. And Brian Stinson Shame on you. You should know better that this was not good. Their ability to just upset innocent people, just for the sake of upsetting them, is impressive in a horrible way. Bad way. Bad Lifetime. Sit the fuck down. I'm pissed. There were countless moments, so many other moments throughout this reunion that were just uncomfortable, and just I like visibly like cringed sitting on my couch. I can't get into all of them. This video will be like 3 hours long, and just know, we'll just keep this little fact in mind. It took me 6 White Claws to get through this reunion. Not sponsored, but if you want to, White Claw, hit me up, girly, okay? I could be a little White Claw girly. Sponsor me, please. You got me through the Dance Moms reunion, okay? Thank you, White Claw. Thank you. I need to talk about JoJo motherfucking Siwa. I don't care. I literally don't care that everybody in the world has made a video in the past like month about JoJo Siwa. I don't care. Okay? So shh. I'm making one too. Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. She was annoying. But you couldn't help but root for this cute little girl. She was clearly just full of personality, full of life, annoying personality, sure. But you couldn't help but root for her. She comes on Dance Moms. Slightly less annoying. Didn't really feel passionately one way or another about her on Dance Moms. But the abuse that child suffered at the hands of Abby Lee Miller, the bullying, the relentless bullying of JoJo Siwa was ridiculous. And you couldn't help but love her because she just put up with it. Literally the time that Abby had everyone stand up and say 3 things that they hated about JoJo to her face. Bro. The roast of Tom Brady has nothing on the roast of JoJo Siwa on Dance Moms, okay? She took that shit like a champ. She was standing there riddled with pain, and she took it. Champion. Love to you, JoJo.
You're nice and a team player. You lip sync when you're on stage. You respect us.
Good word. Respect.
You're still getting used to picking up in 2 days, and obviously you're crazy in public.
Then she becomes Nickelodeon's poster child. You cannot walk into your local Walmart without seeing 50 sparkly bows and 40 crafts, freaking slime, JoJo sparkly purple slime. I was not her target audience, so I wasn't a huge fan, but I don't think she was looking for me to be a fan, so great, you do you, boo-boo. It was more of like a minor inconvenience for me when I was like trying to buy Legos at Walmart like a real adult when I'm having to look at freaking bows. Then she goes on Dancing with the Stars. And I do a full 180. JoJo stan. Freaking love her, okay? She was awesome on Dancing with the Stars. She had clearly calmed down from being the literal human embodiment of a beau into just a normal, bubbly, fun, outgoing person. And then now, today, she's this. I'm not even going to talk about it. Everybody's already talked about it. What is this? Annoying. She's annoying again. The reunion was filmed like a few months before all this, before Karma, before whatever she's doing now. On this reunion is so needlessly annoying. Her ability to insert herself into situations, conversations that have nothing to do with her drove me nuts. Also, girly, the shirt. What are you wearing? Why are you wearing that ugly ass shirt? Okay? Respect the shorts. Respect the boots. Everyone else there is in like these little dresses. She went for comfort. Oh, and I love that for her. I think I totally respect that. But the shirt, she needs to like fire her stylist and like hire a new one because that was inappropriate behavior on their part. JoJo had some hot takes throughout this reunion that people have been absolutely ripping into online like a frickin' leftover turkey. And you know what I want to say? I don't think she was wrong.
To me, Abby was always right. I did interrupt two adults talking. If I was a mess and a beat off, she wasn't just yelling at me because she wanted to yell at me. I actually was a mess and was a beat off. This is like, them not being here is kind of like, let me erase my past, pretend it never happened, shove it down the drain, when it's like, that's why you are who you are.
Let's take a walk back to Abby's ultimate dance competition.
If you didn't want to be famous, you wouldn't be here.
I would say it's my mission in life to make JoJo a star.
From the jump, this has been Jess and JoJo's plan. I think this has been their plan since JoJo came out of her mother's womb wearing a freaking bow and a rainbow jacket. They have worked their asses off to make that girl a star. And you can sit here, be like, oh, she was a child. Her mother's the adult. Her mother ultimately made that decision for her, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if that's true, okay? Because if you listen to JoJo as a child, I think she was in on this.
Part of being a star is you must have a hair bow in at all times.
You gotta go be fierce. Like, Diva walk to the middle and go first, Georgia.
Alright.
You're having her walk to the middle on day one. You're gonna put her in the front middle.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
She came on to Dance Moms seasons in, and she has said several times that she was a huge fan of the show and watched it all the time. They signed up for this shit, knowing exactly what they were signing up for. They came to play and to win, and I think they did, honestly. Hello, she's like, you can find me someone that when you say JoJo Siwa, they don't know who she is. Find me that person. Go right now. Find them and bring them back here and tell me who they are and be like, what? Who are you? And why do you not know JoJo Siwa? There's a moment in the reunion where JoJo talks about Hollywood and how like what Abby did is not that crazy or even that bad compared to like what you're gonna get if you're in Hollywood.
One thing that I've learned, like really working insane in Hollywood, is that that's normal. And it's like, it's scary that that's normal, but that taught me how to survive in the industry. I mean, it truly is so tough.
Now, could I talk for 3 hours about how sad that is and how that behavior should not be normalized anywhere and how children should not be in show business and the entertainment world is just a mess? Yes, but we're not going to talk about that. What I'm going to say is, throughout the course of Dance Moms, you never hear JoJo talk about like, oh, I have to do homework, or like, oh, I'm sad that I'm missing the football game or this event with my friends, or like yada yada, you know, like normal kid shit. Because she didn't know she had a football game to miss. I don't think that girl went to school, not like public regular school ever. Maybe when she was like a really little kid, but like I think they pulled her out in like 3rd grade. She went on Abby's Ultimate Dance competition when she was like freaking 7. I Googled it. I think she went to school, like regular school, like 1 year in her like whole career of school. She didn't have that like normal life to miss. All she knew was the life of a star. Now, I'm not saying that that's bad or wrong. That was clearly the right decision for her and for her family. That's fine. She's not wrong for that. But that gives her a very different perspective on this whole thing. On the flip side of all of this, the OG girls, specifically talking about the ones present at the reunion, we're talking about the reunion, they were just normal run-of-the-mill people prior to the show. Dance Moms was not supposed to be what Dance Moms became. Dance Moms was supposed to be 6 episodes, documentary style, about this random, what is it called? Dance studio in Pittsburgh with these random run-of-the-mill people just to learn, so Joe Schmo could learn about competition dance. Then they had all these fights and there was drama, and then they were like, oh my god, Lifetime's like, yes, this is gonna make us millions, and it did. I'm not gonna sit here and say that these girlies, the OG girlies, don't now enjoy their fame. I'm sure that they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know them. OG girls did not intend to become famous. JoJo made a conscious decision with her family to become famous. I'm not saying either one is wrong or better. I'm just saying different perspective. Throughout Dance Moms, there are so many clips and moments where like the girls are like, oh my god, like I need to get my homework done, and they're like stressed about school and they're tired because they've been at school all day, and they're like sad because they're missing all this like shit with their friends and at school and stuff. They are always like disappointed because they have to miss like life events or like fun stuff with their friends because of dance, their extracurricular activity, not their freaking career. Okay, like this is meant to be little 8-year-olds prancing around a Fur Elise on stage. Okay, like this is not, they were not coming here to be a star. So Kelly Highland has said many times on Back to the Bar, my favorite podcast, that her kids went to regular in-person school pretty much the entire time they were filming, and like graduated from in-person high school and college like normal kids. They like did normal school. Don't know how they did that because crazy town USA, but they did because that was their goal in life, was to be like a human being, not a celebrity. But that even further solidifies like the gap between JoJo's mentality on this whole thing and everyone else's. Again, she's not wrong for this. It's just different. The OG girls just wanted to dance and just be like regular kids and do an after school extracurricular activity. And Abby treating them like she's some sort of Hollywood bigwig. Abby treating them like she's some kind of Hollywood bigwig. Why am I saying bigwig? What is that? Who is that? I don't know why I want to say the word bigwig. Anyway, Abby going fucking crazy is not normal or regular dance studio behavior, okay? JoJo, I think, has a different level of like support and like acceptance and like forgiveness for this kind of behavior. She took it as like something she could grow from, like become a better person, because she was trying to make it in this industry. She was like, yeah, hit me with your insults because I want to grow and be a star. Chloe, Brooke, and Paige, they literally suffered years of abuse that they needed like therapy for because this was not normal behavior. They just loved to dance and they just wanted to dance with their friends and do something fun and not get their self-confidence literally ripped to shreds. JoJo's view on Abby and her like ability to like look past everything Abby did to her, because arguably Abby was terrible to JoJo.
Can you put her picture back up? She deserves to be on the pyramid. She was in the group dance.
She deserves nothing. I want no crying children. None.
Well, if you yell at me, I'm gonna cry.
Get out.
But she like has been able to overcome that. She still talks to the woman, for God's sakes. She still has like a relationship with her. And I think her ability to do that comes from she wanted something different out of this. She didn't know Abby before the show. So she watched Abby on her TV as a little child. And then she met Abby already 5 seasons into Dance Moms. Chloe, Brooke, and Paige knew Abby for years prior to the filming of Dance Moms. And from what I understand, Abby changed a lot. Like, she was always crazy town, but she changed a lot and got a lot worse as the show went on. So I think they have like this history with Abby, more history than JoJo. So I think her being worked up by the people that aren't there, I mean, like, you're disrespecting your history and where you came from and stuff, and her being like, oh, Abby was great and stuff, is because to her it was different. It was just a different experience. Also, she says that she watches Dance Moms all the time. All the other girls are like, I've never even seen an episode of the show. Like, I don't want to watch it. I have no interest in watching it. She said that she watches it like while she gets like ready for the day. Fine. But okay. I don't know. I think she just is different. She just is different because she wanted to be a star. The rest of these girls like clearly just want to live their lives and be like normal fucking people. And JoJo wants to be a star, and that's fine, but I think that that's why she's not wrong. I think what she said is absolutely accurate and valid to her experience. But I think what the other girls said is absolutely accurate and valid to their experience. So, here we are. 10 years and one shitty reunion later. I wanted so much from this reunion, and I was so let down. There were beautiful moments that I did not talk about here, but beautiful moments. People were hugging. Kalani had that whole thing about her mental health struggles and stuff. And I mean, granted, that was also accompanied with them like literally following her to like the bathroom while she was like crying in the bathroom, and like the camera's like standing outside the bathroom, like, leave this poor girl alone, like she's struggling. You can tell how much love and like respect and just like just emotions these girls like have for each other, and it's so nice. It's so nice, especially since they went through so much adversity to like get to this point. But god damn it, this is the best that we could do, Lifetime. Come on, just making me uncomfortable for an hour and a half while watching people cry about shit they shouldn't have to cry about. I will say the good thing is we did not have to listen to Jeff Collins suck Abby's dick like we did on every other Dance Moms reunion.
Can you